channel. So we have a few Boxycharm topics to touch on today. We're going to talk about Joe's meeting with Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian, as well as that Violet Voss palettes that have been like all over the internet, and everyone's asking what I think, whether or not they're going to be in a Boxycharm box or not. So we're going to touch on that. And I also wanted to show you guys that I received my Becca Concealer. So if you are a charmer already, then you would know. And if you're following Joe and Boxycharm on the social media platforms, you will know that the Becca Concealers did go into the charm shop last week. It was on Friday. This is going to be the beginning steps of Boxycharm being able to target our skin shades a little better. Because I know that we all want concealers and we want foundations, but we all have different shades, different undertones, different skin types, and so it's going to be hard to send everyone a complexion item that they're going to love. And Joe did mention that concealers would go onto the charm shop, and there would be a way for them to kind of like, I don't know, like synchronize the information from the shades that you've selected to your box. That way in the future at some point, they'll be able to provide us with concealers and foundations. As I was saying, these went live in the charm room last week on Friday. I ended up getting the Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer in the shade Sesame. I personally think this packaging is like really pretty. I always go for a lighter concealer, but this, for instance, this is the concealer that I currently use. This is my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in medium. And here is the one that I got from Boxycharm. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these. This is obviously like 2 shades lighter than this one. I don't know how this is going to work. I have makeup on right now already, so I'm not going to just take it off just to try these on. Either way, I know how to play around in order to make it work. In case you didn't know, this concealer does retail for $29, which means that you only need 2,900 charms in order to claim this product. Now, I did not pay anything towards this. I even got the free shipping because I had enough charms. So they took 2,900 charms out of my account, as well as 400 charms for the shipping, which means that they deducted out of my account 3,300 charms, and also means that this was free. So I'm gonna go on and swatch these for you guys. So here is the Tarte Shape Tape. It's more on the yellow side, which is what I like. I like either peachy or yellow. And then we are going to swatch the Becca one on the side. I can immediately tell that the Becca concealer formula is thicker. It doesn't have a scent, and I love the scent of the Shape Tape one. It is thicker. As you can see here, we have the Shape Tape, and then this one over here is the Becca Concealer. It's clearly lighter. Not too much lighter, so I think I can pull it off, but it is at least 1 or 2 shades. Let's move on and talk about Violet Voss. Violet Voss was featured in this month's Boxycharm box, so that was one of the lippy variations. Not everyone did get that brand in their box. With that said though, they also did a giveaway of Violet Voss products recently. So my thing was, I was like, okay, they're kind of talking about Violet Voss a little too much, and all they put in the box was a lippy. So why do they keep talking about Violet Voss? And then why are they sharing videos of people using Violet Voss products? So I did suspect that a Violet Voss product, I was hoping for a palette, would be in a future box. And from what it looks like, we're getting that. There's this video of Joe on Snapchat, and he's doing his little, trying to give us a sneak peek without really giving us a sneak peek, but he was doing his little sneaking around, showing us a palette, and that's one of the palettes that's behind. If you really look at it, and I'm going to include the clip, but if you really look at the palette, it looks like a Violet Voss palette, but what really confirms it is the fact that there's the packaging that says Violet Voss. It's like this lavenderish kind of purple with black to it. It literally says Violet Voss.
So like I said, we have a lot of exciting things coming in the world. I'm having to fly to Eastern Europe tomorrow, going to Ukraine. From Ukraine, continue to Belarus. Then I'm back and going to Colombia, and then I'm going to see you guys in Boxycharm sessions in New York. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait for it, but it's a lot of trips
My subscribers, Amanda and Jacqueline, were so kind to send me a screenshot of the actual video, and then I was like, where'd you guys find this? And one of them told me that they found it on Snapchat, which I wasn't following Joe on Snapchat, but now I am, and I went on to watch the video myself. So clearly we're getting a Violet Voss palette in a future box. Here is where it gets really interesting, because I also follow Boxy Preview. If you're not currently following Boxy Preview, you kind of have to, because they're really on point and they do share information that is completely accurate and has been confirmed, as I do on my channel. After Amanda and Jacqueline reached out to me and I got their messages, I decided to go on my Instagram feed and just see what was newly posted. And I bumped into a post that Boxy Preview put up. So apparently there were comments being made in their comment section of one of their posts, and I'm going to put it up so you guys can see it, but it says that someone has a palette that they were specifically talking about, but it has to do with Violet Voss. And they're saying that it is not similar to whatever it was that they were talking about. Then Boxy Preview asked that individual, does it fit in the regular box? And she says, no, it wouldn't fit. It will 100% be in a luxe box. So I went ahead and pulled out my Violet Voss palette. This one is the original Holy Grail. I know they have like a OG or something like that. Like they have like a newer version. This is the original. Clearly, I've loved it. I pulled it out just so that you guys can see like what the size would be. Oh, my hair's a mess. What's up? I don't have a Boxycharm box, like a regular one or even the large one to compare it to. I should have kept it though. I should have kept one of them. But who was ever gonna think that they would send anything bigger than like the regular size palettes that they usually send? So what I did was I went in my drawer and I pulled out palettes that they've recently sent us so that we can kind of see what the size difference is. This is the LMR palette. I think this is the biggest palette we've received to date. So if I recall properly, this fit nicely in the box. There was still like a little bit of room, but not this much room that I can think of. And then let's see, the Golden State of Mind. I didn't get this in a Boxycharm. I already owned it, but I know they sent it to a whole bunch of you guys. So the LMR palette and the Golden State of Mind are pretty much the same size. And then we have, let me see, the Soiree Diaries. So all the palettes that they've sent so far are pretty much smaller than a regular sized palette. So I think this individual is right. I feel like this palette or any other palette that they include by Violet Voss, because they're all pretty much this size or bigger, is going to have to go in a luxe box. So this may be a sneak peek for December. I mean, I'm just showing you the receipts. I'm letting you know what I'm finding out, what I'm seeing. But for sure, we're going to have to wait till they confirm it. Let's move on to Joseph's meeting with Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. Honestly, the moment I saw it, I said, boom, KKW Beauty is coming to a Boxycharm in the future. I mean, really think about it. Why would he go to their home with Boxycharm boxes? Like, they don't need the makeup. They have an extensive makeup collection, extremely high-end makeup. Not that they wouldn't appreciate it, because I don't know them, so I wouldn't be able to say whether they would love it or hate it or be like, oh, this is crap, and put it to the side. So I can't tell you how they would react in receiving a Boxycharm, but here's the deal. I know that he's been talking about going to a lot of business meetings and meeting with a whole bunch of people, new brands and all that good stuff. You know, there is no way that Kim Kardashian is meeting with anyone without her mama, because that's her manager and Kris decides yes or no. So I see in the show, because she's like momager, she's the boss. She's really the boss. So in my mind, from those pictures and the fact that they had a meeting, the brand is definitely coming to a future Boxycharm, and you never know. And this is me kind of like thinking forward into the future, but if Kris and Kim make it happen and that brand is featured into one of our Boxycharms, you never know, we may see Kylie Cosmetics in a future box as well. No one said anything, there's no pictures of Kylie, that's just me saying if this is a great decision for Kim at some point, Kylie's brand will be in our boxes also. In my mind, I don't plan on seeing any of those products, any of those brands in our box anytime soon. When I say anytime soon, I mean I'm probably gonna hope that we see it in the early beginning of next year, maybe January, February, March, only because I really listen to everything that Joe says. Like, I literally listen to the videos before I put them up here for you guys at least 3 times. And so he's always saying how in order to curate a box, these are planned for in advance. And I recall, if I'm correct, either May and June, he said the box is already planned for the balance of the year. So in this meeting with Chris and Kim, he was introducing the boxes to them. He took boxes to them. He took a luxe box and then he took a regular box from what I can see. And it looks like he was introducing them to what the service is and orienting them on how it all works. It seems like this is something new, and I don't think that it'll be in the boxes in 2018. I'm also hearing that there were people making comments, not in my area or anything like that, but I'm hearing that people were making comments that they were upset because he took them a luxe box. Look, guys, I would have been upset too, just because there were a lot of people that didn't get a luxe box. The reality is, you cannot go into a business meeting without product. You cannot go into a business meeting and say, this is what I'm offering you. Do you want to participate? I'm going to give you some money. You give me product. It doesn't work that way. It's like a makeup artist showing up and saying, I'm going to do your makeup and I'm going to do a smoky eye, but has no portfolio to show you. Why would I let you do my makeup? Why would I work with you? Why would I pay you? Why would we do business together? There needs to be a portfolio. And these boxes are his portfolio. These boxes allow them to see, and other businesses to see, well, this is what it looks like. These are the type of items that we put in there. This is our brand. This is how it works. It's all about presentation. So I wouldn't be surprised if he kept a box or two so that he can show to brands. Who's to say that they kept the box? I know people are upset, but you know, one picture can tell 1,000 stories. And so, you know, we can all create whatever story we want, but I'm just gonna focus on what makes sense just based on that picture. And the fact that he's meeting with them and presenting them these boxes just means that he's in the works on a deal and he's gonna hook us up with some KKW beauty. That's all it sounds like to me. And lastly, let's talk about this beautiful palette that we will all be receiving next month in October. It is called the Midnight Masquerade Face Palette, and it retails for $38. This palette is a pure collaboration with Boxycharm, which they've collaborated before, so I'm not surprised it is a collaboration. But I do think this palette is really pretty. I'm looking at my phone as per usual. And you get a like half-size mirror, not even half. You get like a rectangular mirror. I don't see myself using the mirror at all whatsoever because it's just so small. In this palette, you're going to receive 6 full-size eyeshadow pans and 4 pans of face products. So the 4 pans of face products is a blush, a highlighter, a bronzer, and then the other shade looks a little red to me. So it could be a bronzer, as it could be another blush. It looks a little too red, but it's just in this picture, so I'm not 100% sure. And on the right hand side, you do get your 6 shades. You get a beautiful silver. It's more of a metallic shade. You get a matte brown, and you get this beautiful shimmer blue. I wonder how it swatches though. I wonder how opaque it is. I know we've seen swatches all over the place, but I don't believe in swatches until I swatch them myself because everyone swatches differently. Sometimes people wet their hands or their fingers and it swatches amazingly, but it's just one of those kind of tactics that you use in order for things to swatch properly. So I wonder how that's gonna swatch. And then you get that bottom shade. It's more like a very deep copper shade, but when the light hits it, it has this little shift of green. I saw it on someone's eyes and I was like, that's pretty. You get a beautiful plum purple and you're also getting a deep shade. This is a beautiful brown kind of black shade. So it's not exactly black, but it's not brown either. It's somewhere in between. This is one of those palettes that I just find beautiful because of the packaging. The shades are really, really pretty and I definitely can come up with really nice looks that I can put together with the palette. But I don't know. I would want the palette just because of the packaging. Look how pretty this packaging is. Let me know down below if you were able to snag one of these concealers with your charms last week. Also, what do you think about Kim Kardashian's brand KKW Beauty coming to a future Boxycharm? I hope that actually works out, if I'm honest. Also, let me know what you think the balance of the items that will be in October's box are going to be. We're all speculating here, but what are your thoughts? Because they've only released and confirmed 3 spoilers for October. But there's usually 5 products. This may be one of those months where we get 4. But if it's 5 products, there's 2 products that they haven't confirmed. And if it's only 4 products, then there's 1. Let me know down below what you think we're going to be getting in the box additional to what has been confirmed, or what you're hoping for. Alright guys, that is a wrap up for this video. As per usual, my social media platforms will be right here. Make sure you go follow me there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.